Bruh.
What? What the fuck?
Bruh. Look at this dude.
Dude, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, what is this shit? Oh my god. This dude is just fucking spinning. It's like... There he goes again. And he's coming back. Look. Every time he passes by, man. What? Oh my god, okay. Alright. So that was a sight I was greeted to a few days ago. I filmed this a couple days ago, but like I totally forgot to show it on stream yesterday when I originally intended. I was sitting there, I was like, I think I was watching something on YouTube, but I was AFK here because I was gonna do dailies and I was eating. And then I looked over on my screen and I saw that person just spinning. Just fucking going off, like, you know? And then I was just like, what? I gotta film this shit, dude. Look at this shit. Like, they're just going off and off, man. There they go again. Oh, Jesus. That's pretty much it. That was a whole video. But yeah, I had to show that because that was some ridiculous fucking shit that we just, that I encountered off stream the other day. I was like, where do I get one of those, man? I want one of those spinning tops. You can actually get kind of a better look at her right here because the video stopped because it's at the end. She's wearing those sweater. What the hell were they called again? Oh, you know, the sweater tit curtain vests things that, you know, a lot of cleavage and side boob. That whole thing. The thing we learned about like a month or two ago. Not even that long ago, actually. That Atlantis told us a little bit about, and then they came out on a recent scratch ticket. Like they were listening. So now it's a thing. But yeah, it's... I want to know where people get things like that. Because I remember seeing Pizza Maid actually do... She had a motion animation for movement, which was cartwheeling on fire. And she did that on stream once, and I was like, what the hell? Like... Your character literally goes into a cartwheel motion, so they start doing this. They just start spinning super fast in a cartwheel, just rolling down the fucking hood, you know, just casually cartwheeling everywhere. Like, man, I want that shit. Now I want that spinning top thing, whatever that was. That shit was, that was funny. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Version 2, we can now say that too, because version 2, I did look it up on the wiki. I thankfully avoided actual story spoilers, but I found out through some web searches that yes, version 2 literally does start with chapter 6. So, when the credits rolled at the end of chapter 5, that was the end of version 1 essentially. I also saw the dates. I happened to see the dates for when story expansions occurred for version 1, what we already did. Avoiding anything after that to avoid spoilers, obviously. And I saw that every region on Halpha was unlocked 6 months apart. They were on a rigid schedule. So when the game first launched in, I believe it was early June of 2021, all that was available was Alio. That's it.
Bruh.
For 6 months. I was like, oh, no wonder people complain. That's a very small region for the first 6 months of the game's launch. That was it. So just Alio. And then 6 months later was they unlocked Retem with the story content. And then 6 months after that, Caveris. And then 6 months after that was Stia with Chapter 4. And I didn't check the distance between Chapter 4 and 5, but I think it was only like about 4 months. So like 4 months later was Chapter 5, which ended version 1. And then 2 months after that, in June of 2023, was when version 2 launched with Chapter 6, which we have just started. And we're about to get back into right now. So let's do it. So now I can label my YouTube videos appropriately, at least.
This is an emergency transmission. Our data points to the imminent appearance of dark falls in the central area. An interception operation involving the central cannon is currently in the planning stages. Please prepare to deploy.
Shit, today's Tuesday, right? That means... Oh, but it's not reset yet. The reset is until 41 minutes. So there's no point in me doing this until after that. Alright, cool.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm gonna change my loadout
Come by
real quick.
anytime, okay?
Yeah, I want to gain EXP for Slayer while we're doing these quests because it's easy, fast level ups. But it's 5 levels below the max, so it won't level up if it's my subclass. So I gotta switch it to my main class. Huh, I like the concept. This character here. Oh, they're using the old version of that cape. The actual PSO2 classic version of that cape. Not the remade NGS version that I got. From far away you couldn't hardly tell, but then you zoom in and you see the pixelization and the lacking textures, and you're like, oh. Yeah. Anyway. Right, loadouts. So let's switch to this. Switch the address as well. Because I want to level it up, so I'll go ahead and overwrite that for now. Go.
Come by anytime, okay?
Oh, this one doesn't have the weapon camos that I have set up. Let's do that real quick. That's interesting that the loadouts save that too. Pretty neat. Oh god, there's no fast way to do this. I literally have to do it like this. Jesus. Good thing I stopped here. I do want to leave that there. Not that most of these even matter though. I mean, a lot of these weapons I'm doing right now are never going to use, but I think this is how I had it. There we go. Some small discrepancies fixed. Okay.
Come by anytime, okay?
Now let me overwrite this.
Come by anytime, okay?
Okay, so that should level up Slayer 5 times, and then we can switch back to the old loadout. She's wondering why she's not wearing any clothes. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, why am I so naked? Like, well, you're in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. That's the norm around here.
Do bullshit.
Not really. I'm being truthful, but... I'm gonna check. Oh yeah. These are assigned? Yeah. Okay,
Come by
we're good.
anytime, okay?
Get the hell out of here. Okay, so before continuing the main task, the main story, we're gonna do the mini episodes. We have Ilma over here. I think I saw Doze over here somewhere. Yeah, we just did like the very first quest of Chapter 6 with him, so let's go talk to him, and then we'll talk to Ilma over there. Probably gonna follow up on some shit he said when he was with Aina when we saw him yesterday. last stream. So. The easiest teleport ever, considering where he is. Like, even if I ran, it wouldn't take that much longer, but you know what? Fuck it. Somebody over there. Wait, what? The hell? What was... This says Dozer. Why is Ilma here? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, this is another... Oh, this is one we haven't... Okay, so they did just like with version 1, I think, where like... You can do them out of order, but the map will only place and show the ones you're supposed to do. So that you do it in the right order. That kind of thing. I assume that's how it works. Like, look how he doesn't show up here. Right? We saw this when we were playing on ship 4. We would see certain markers, but not all of them. Right? But then on ship 2, we would see all of them. Including ones for chapters we hadn't done yet, because on ship 2 I was further ahead in the story. So we're seeing the same thing happen again. Yeah. That marker for Ilma's not there. Which means it takes place later in the story, so the game's not showing it to me. But technically I can still access it now out of order if I wanted to. Just by finding it manually, like I just did. When I was actually looking for Dozer. Whew, okay. The way they programmed this game, it's interesting. But, you know, this is kind of a whatever thing. I mean, it's a one-time thing per account. Like, once you've seen these once, they never pop up on the world map like this again, ever, on any character on any ship. Just like with PSO2's story. And you just look at it from the quest counter. From that point on, anytime you play like a new character or you just want to rewatch it. Anyway, what's up, Dozer?
Dylan!
Hey.
What's up? Yeah, Dozer. Are you healed up? You took a nasty ass hit, dude.
Yeah, thanks for your concern.
Of course, man.
I'm just doing a little patrolling. Keeping an eye out for the Starless.
Of course.
We lost a lot of defenders in that fight the other day.
A lot, yeah.
I'm not looking to make that a habit. Thanks for your help, by the way. You really bailed me out there.
Nothing, man. Don't worry about it.
Not my best look, though. I'll admit.
Yeah, these are both true. But you saved Ina.
I didn't think, I just moved. I'm glad Ina was alright. I never should have let the enemy get the drop on us in the first place. I was so focused on following orders and returning to base. The only reason we even pulled through is because you and Ina were there. That's not how a squad leader should act. But at least that skirmish got us some intel on the Starless. Now we know how they fight. So we'll never get caught off guard like that again.
There you go.
I've gone ahead and shared what we learned with our veteran ARC's defenders. And hopefully, we'll refine our tactics as we get more and more intel. As our guardian, I'd like you to lead them in this battle. Alright, I better get back to it. The Starless are a threat. Make no mistake about that.
I know. Don't worry, man. We'll get him next time. Like they say in Call of Duty when you lose a match, right? Shit. Forgot to take this. Well, there's that. I'm gonna go talk to Ilma on the other side of the map now. let's continue. Alpha, the experimental planet. Let's see what he has to say about it. He built a whole planet though, it's kind of impressive. Unless it was just here and he just sort of came and colonized it and built all these environments. It's still pretty impressive though. Those is over here at the beach reflecting on Meteorn again. Alright. I'm gonna switch back and forth between them, I think. Makes the most sense. So we don't just hear one dude talking the whole time, you know? Like me. Excuse me. Hey Elma, how you doing, buddy? What you doing here?
Huh? Well, look who it is.
Dude!
I was just checking on that environmental control unit over there.
That's what those are?
Yeah, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
They're those
know.
large objects that float at regional borders.
Finally, we're getting an explanation for them.
They seem to control Halpha's environment somehow.
Right.
I mean, we've known that for a while now. But the Lacelans gave us some more info about them.
Of course.
They were saying that these things can even be found overseas.
Can we go overseas? Or are you gonna also finally explain the, not invisible, but, you know, they act like invisible walls that are kind of created by those things.
Well, not really.
Damn.
This entire island's environment is controlled from Lucille. The atmosphere outside of this island isn't exactly suitable for us.
That's how they explain having us contained to this one big-ass zone with the 4 big regions.
Which means we can't really leave.
I guess you can, yeah, call it an island. It's a massive one. Like a small continent, but yeah.
Oh, when I use the word island, I'm talking about where we're standing right now.
Thank you for clarifying. Alright.
The Lacelans referred to it as Halpha Main Island, or Central Island.
So then each region would be considered its own island then.
Speaking of islands,
Yeah?
apparently, Resurgent Arcs created a lot of others besides this one.
A lot of other islands, you mean?
They left most of them empty, from what I hear. Some of them are experimental islands that we only discovered recently. They were called creative spaces, I think.
Here we go. They added a story-friendly explanation for the player housing in this game. I like that. That's good.
Surprise, motherfucker!
This is good shit, dude.
And you can travel to each one of them using Ryuker devices.
Build the advertising for in-game features into the game's story. Genius. I mean, they low-key did that with Island Sanctuary in FF14, so works.
Well, as long as you have the right address, that is.
Right, of course.
Have you ever checked one out?
Maybe. Yeah, I already did. Why lie to you? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've checked out plenty of them for like months now, yeah.
If you ever make something, I'd love to see it. Let me know.
It's because I also saw this on when I was doing my research that I talked about earlier. Creative spaces were added with version 2. You know, same time, June 2023, the beginning of chapter 6. So it makes sense that they're talking about this now. Otherwise, it would have blown me away. I would have been like, what? Why are they talking about this now suddenly? Is this when it was added? Good thing I already answered that question for myself before the stream.
Show it to me once you're done.
I didn't think they'd talk about it in the story, though. That is kind of funny. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna, you know, do anything with creative space. I haven't done much of anything with my apartment in FF14, so don't expect much, Hilma. Oh, now he's over here. Yeah, there you go, see? So the map guides you on how to do it in order, but that doesn't mean they're not already there. Hilma was already in this location also. Just that the game's recommending us to go here first because it makes more sense story-wise. That's why only that one was marked on the map. Alright, let's go talk to Dozer again. Hey, buddy. You feeling that sea breeze? Getting nostalgic? Thinking about something?
Good to see you.
I just
Surprise, motherfucker.
casually sneaking up on people as always.
I was reading that Lucillean report. It made me want to look to the sky. Would you mind lending me an ear as I get my thoughts together?
Sure.
Resurgent ARCS members were born to research and develop ARCs and dolls. That's it. That's all they've ever known. And the result of this ARC's development plan they were working on was us.
Yeah.
But then, where does that leave Meteorn like you and me?
Well, we're obviously like them. We were created with a purpose, but instead of made to work up there, they sent us down here to be, you know, cannon fodder.
Meteorn come from outside Alpha's atmosphere, way beyond Lucille. I hear there's a huge station up there. But according to them, even the Lucilleans know nothing about it, aside from the fact that it sent out some Meteorn.
But obviously Zepheto had to be controlling that. I mean, not like he was controlling everything, so he somehow managed to. Like, it wouldn't make sense if it wasn't in his control for what was going on up there, the place he's talking about that we, you know, he's looking up to that we can't see. Because everything went according to his plan, so somehow he was controlling that too, even if the rest of the Lucilleans don't know how.
Seems like the people of Alpha came up with the word Meteorn in the first place. The Lucilleans called us first generation, second generation, and so on.
Yeah, how would he know that and determine that if he didn't know, you know? I'm saying he definitely had control of that place.
Crawford and Ina are descendants of the second generation.
Which makes them third.
You and me, we're third generation. Photon sensitivity gets stronger with each generation.
Thanks to all the fighting. He's doing controlled evolution.
But I think yours is especially strong, even for the third generation. Not that we know why that is.
He said Ina's parents were second generation, so wouldn't that make her third generation also just by virtue of being, you know, their kids? I don't think so though, because Zepheto also said a second and third generation when he was looking at me and Ina, so. And now we know who was who he was referring to as each one. So Ina's the second generation and I'm third. Which I think at some point I figured that's what he meant, and I made like a joke about that. I was like, yeah, I said that Ina is like technically older than me. And I was like, that's not too far-fetched if you think about how the character creator is in this game, and the fact that you could technically make a character that looks younger, much younger than Ina. I've seen them running around. So it just depends on what the player does with their character, whether that's believable or not, basically. For Leon in particular, not believable at all. For him to be younger than Ina. But for some of the characters I've seen run around that do look extremely young. They're rare, but I do see them out there. From other players, they would pass as someone that's at least as young as Ina, if not younger, for sure.
Even Manon
by the
and
way, they look-
Faria say your origins are a mystery.
Really?
We were created for a single purpose, to counter the Starless.
He's changing the subject.
People like us, we were born to either research or to fight.
Yeah, the researchers are the ones that are stuck on Lucille, or were. The ones who were made to fight came down here as Meteorn. No memories of anything. Oh, that makes sense. He did this in an organized fashion. He knew what he was doing. You know, refined this experiment of his over centuries, so... He had 500 years. The first 200 years were the safe experiments, where nobody was getting killed, and then he upped the ante for the last 300 years. And here we are. Man, that's a long time to be doing stuff like this. Jesus. Anyway, going back to what he said, because he obviously just changed the subject. I like how he said that even Manon and Faria say that your origins are a mystery. Like, yeah, it's because our origins are from this thing called the Character Creator, which is probably on that ship you're talking about, that thing where the Meteorn come from. So we have seen it, actually. We've seen the interior of it. It's when we're in the salon. You go into the salon, that's basically it. Background, everything, that's that ship, basically, when you first make your character. And then, boom, we just get launched down here. We're made slightly differently from the rest by some otherworldly or other dimensional being called a player from this place called Earth. I know it's kind of reusing the fourth wall break from PSO2 Classic, but hey, if they did it once, and it's canon, which it is, they can do it again. I don't think they will, I'm just saying. Still in the same universe as PSO2 Classic, so we can still run with that. We can still run with that almost fourth wall breaking dimensional crossover that they did with Planet Earth in PSO2 Classic. Kind of. Because it doesn't exactly work how I said, but you know, we're just fucking around and shooting the shit here.
In my book, that's not much different from the Lucilans.
Yeah, we're the same. But we're the same.
Sorry. I didn't mean to ramble.
I do it all the time. I just did it like 2 or 3 times. Don't worry about it.
I better get back to my post.
Oh. Uh-oh.
He's pulling his cock out!
A little late on that one, but... I like how they just turned to look at me like, where'd this dude come from? We just stared each other down for like a second before the action ensued. Alright, let's go talk to Ilma.
That's what the Lucilans told me. I'm sure it's true.
Both together.
Very interesting.
Sup? You know,
Hey.
you should probably know about this, too.
What?
Do you have some time?
I got nothing but time, man.
Okay, great. Though Dozer's heard this all before.
I'll live.
So, we were talking about dolls.
Okay.
I'm sure you noticed, but the Starless, share a lot in common with dolls.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they look and move, for example. For example, the ones you fought recently in Rezel Forest look like Pettus and Nogleth dolls.
Okay, so they are acknowledging this. Remember I said, oh, they're just reskinned dolls because they looked exactly, you know, like like reskinned dolls, and I was like, maybe there's a lore-friendly explanation for this, even though it's that won't stop it from being a lazy sort of asset flip kind of thing. But if they can at least tie it into the story properly, it doesn't look as bad. And they're doing it. Now they're doing it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Is it basically what I was assuming, that Zeffetto probably modeled the dolls after the Starless to give us the most realistic combat scenarios to work off of?
Dolls were designed to emulate the
Thank you.
Starless.
Yeah, I figured that's the easiest explanation for that, yeah.
They're basically a simulation to prepare us to fight the real thing.
Holy shit, I hope that doesn't mean there's like a Starless version of Dark Falls then. We're fucked.
Who would have ever thought? Right?
Yeah, we were just fighting the practice version up until now. Jesus.
But then again, I guess that's also true of all of Halpha.
The giant simulation? Yeah.
From the plains and swamps to the forests and mountains.
Yeah. Maybe even planet Earth is a simulation too?
They're all artificial.
Maybe? Talking about Earth again. Real life Earth, not PSO2. They're almost the same thing, but you know.
They're modeled after different kinds of planets. The goal was to combine a bunch of different ecosystems
Needed.
to prepare for the Starless in different environments.
Of course.
The same goes for all the buildings. Trania, for example. Those have been training facilities all along.
Yeah, exactly what they were called. Yeah.
We were using them for the war against the dolls.
But it was to prepare us for the Starless.
But the truth was that all along, we were being trained to fight the Starless.
Which means Zeffetto was toying with us the whole time.
I mean, that was the main point of realizing it was an experiment, yes.
Which is why we need to go back and review everything we thought we knew.
Yeah, you're right. If everything really was so carefully planned out, there has to be some secret to defeating the Starless. Somewhere.
I take it they're called that because no one knows where they came from, hence they don't have a home planet, which in these kinds of games, planets are referred to as stars. They don't have one that we know of anyway. And so that's probably where the name Starless comes from. They don't have a home planet. Is that person being attacked while they're AFK? Where the hell even are they? Akeo! I think they are AFK and they are being attacked by this thing. It's now set its sights on me a little bit because yeah. It does 1 point of damage, it's not gonna kill him. He'll be fine. Look, the Akeo. Who is? Ilma. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss any other markers. There's so many on screen now, I have to be careful. Alright, let's go talk to Ilma again. Even if this is the last one here on Aleo, I bet there's a bunch of people to talk to in the other regions too, so I'm guessing this is gonna be our content for the next several streams. I think mini episodes, from what I've seen on the patch notes and roadmaps, the roadmap for this game when I've glanced at it, or like where it's at right now, They seem to add mini episodes once every other patch or so. Or once every other, like, major patch. Like, once a month, I guess. But I don't know how many they add every time. So we could have a lot to catch up on. Or maybe, you know, it's not that bad. I don't know.
Hey, there you are.
What's up? Taking a little break?
Something like that. We just bumped into each other.
Again?
We were talking about that thing.
Of course.
Our research is coming along little by little. We're starting to learn more about Lucille.
Why don't you join our conversation?
Okay.
Feria was talking about it before. Alpha is controlled from Lucille. I mean, they were even controlling the weather from there.
Wind, rain, snow. All of it was being manipulated.
Right down to the temperature and humidity.
I can't believe they had that level of control.
That happened one day in real life, too. You could just be some pompous asshole and be like, I knew the whole time. Oh, look at this motherfucker. No, I didn't know that either.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm shocked too. The Lucilans shared some new information with us.
They say.
There's a place in Lucille's core that only Zepheto can enter.
Why?
If we can get in there, we can get all the info we still don't have. About the Starless and stuff.
Why the clarification? You seem nervous.
That would be great. Do we know of some way to get in?
I mean, as far as I know, we can't even get on Lucille again.
Unfortunately, the teleporter we used before
Yeah.
is still down.
So fucked.
But we did find another way to get inside Lucille.
Nice.
What's that?
We put together a scout team right away and they tried going. But there was some strange space in the way.
Sorry, what?
We're still not exactly sure what to make of it. It seems like it was being used as a testing ground before Alpha was created. Or at least the remnants of it did. And it was really dangerous. There were a lot of enemies.
I think they're hinting at some other new content that was added with version 2.
It looks like it might not be so easy to get to the core. We're investigating the area and trying to figure out how to deal with it.
Interesting. Be sure to keep us posted.
You bet. I'll let you know how it goes.
Which specific piece of content he's talking about, though, I don't know. There is a daily I've never done, for obvious reasons, because avoiding spoilers, called Lucille Exploration. Might have something to do with that. I always see it on my list of dailies and wondered what it was. It looks like that's it here on Alio. Go to Retem now. Almond Desert.
Attention all ARCS defenders.
I know it's
We are
Aldi
beginning
Mond,
a
but you know.
defensive operation against a large number of dolls appearing in the Retem region. We request the participation of all ARCS defenders.
Not one over here. Okay. Okay. Let's try over here, I guess. Excuse me?
Attention ARCS defenders. We are beginning a counter-offensive against the powerful enemies in the Kavaris region. We request request the participation of all ARC's defenders.
Interesting name that one has. Luther, Emergent Created Conqueror. That's a very recent one they just added. I noticed, because I never saw that one before, till now. But like, within the past month or so. I also see the PSO classic weapons that they announced in a recent patch, again from like a month or two ago. Like that's the Dark Flow right there. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna continue the main story faster than I thought.
Attention all ARC's defenders. We are beginning a large-scale operation in the Stia region. We request the participation of all ARC's defenders.
Nope, there's someone here. It's the wife, Nadra. Chapter 6, the Alpha Energy Plan. Alright, I'll talk to her. Cool. Is she outside or inside the greasing plant? Try inside first, since the Ryuk are conveniently located there. Yes, she's right there. The wife! Hey, babe. How you doing?
You're here.
Oh, Glenn's here, too. What's up?
Oh, a most unusual place to meet.
I know, right? I like how you can either ask, what are you doing here, or why are you with Glenn? Is there something I should know about? No, I was just gonna ask, what are you doing here?
I was told that this plant resembles the one in the quad. I wanted to examine it myself.
There's more red, I believe.
The similarities really are uncanny.
Yeah.
Ilma was telling me something. According to the Lasilans, there are plants like this everywhere.
Like, even outside of Halfo, you mean?
Yes, that is correct.
Shit.
The west coast of Aelio is constantly under attack. That's why Aelio Town was so essential. Maybe there's a plant somewhere out there.
Maybe it's underwater.
It is quite possible.
The ocean, you know?
The Lasilans believe that many are no longer operational, but they do not know for certain.
Yeah, how do we get control of the plants?
Nothing has changed in that regard. No matter what the Lasilans tell us, our hands are tied.
Yeah, Zephedo thought it through, man. He had 500 years. I mean, he dotted his I's and crossed his T's, or however they say it, right? He made sure no one could do shit without him.
Which means that for now, there's no way to put a stop to their production.
Right. We have no choice but to approach the problem with care.
That was a short one. Well, for all I know, that could have spawned new ones anywhere, so unfortunately every time we find one, I have to check all the areas again. It's gonna be kind of tedious when that happens.
Attention all ARC defenders. We are beginning a defensive operation against a large number of dolls appearing in the Ritem region. We request the participation of all ARC's defenders.
Doing a quick scan of each area. I think we're done.
beginning a counter-offensive against the powerful enemies in the Kavaris region. We request the participation of all ARC's defenders.
Alright. Caught up. I'm guessing new ones are just gonna keep popping up between every few quests from now on, though, because I did see that chapter 6, and I guess the most recent is chapter 7, is pretty much divided up into 4
Dark
parts.
Fall's arrival confirmed. We need you to divert its attention until the central cannon is fully charged.
Because before they divided the chapters into each region, so chapter 1 was here in Aleo, then chapter 2 was Retem, chapter 3 was Kavaris, and Steel was chapter 4, and chapter 5 was, well, Lucille up in the sky, right? And now I think, since they're not, as far as I know, they're not really adding new, like, zones and areas to explore like that. They're just kind of making the chapters longer, but dividing them into parts. They're just releasing segments of the chapters, basically. That's what it looked like on the wiki. Again, I couldn't really look into it in detail without spoiling shit, so I just kind of looked at the overview. But like chapter 6 looks enormously long when I saw the list of like missions at a glance, compared to all the ones that came before, like chapter 1 through 5. But, you know, seems like with version 2 they, from what I saw of the overview for version 2, they basically overhauled the structure of the game in a lot of ways. It says something about the combat and a few other things, but I'm guessing they took the opportunity to change the flow of the story too, and how they're adding new chapters. Maybe we'll get more fleshed out cutscenes that aren't just like drive-by cutscenes.
Today I'd like to discuss our surveys of Halpha's various regions.
You know, like super fast.
How we might better leverage them against the Dolls and the Starless.
Is there something wrong with how we're doing them?
Well, there's no problem with the intel, but our methods have been uncoordinated and frankly inefficient. Which is why I've begun the formation of a joint research team.
A fine idea. But every team needs a leader, yes? Who will that be?
Yeah.
That's a good question. But before I address it, I'd first like to talk about one of our research team members from Aleo.
Huh?
Manon.
He's pulling his car.
That was the... that almost kind of fit, but that was the wrong one. I was trying to... So you're reinstating her?
Yes, I guess you could say that. She and I discussed it, and came to an agreement.
Hell yeah.
You son of
So-
a bitch.
Does that mean she's free now?
She's gonna have an ankle
That's
bracelet.
right.
Oh, never
I'll
mind.
need her to give me updates, but otherwise, it's business as usual.
Awesome. Would it be alright if we helped out with her research too?
Yeah,
The
we
three
gotta
of
get-
us should be together, right?
You should have said again. Yeah, we should be together again, like the old times. The good old days, you know? Good old days. Could be an asshole. I'll check. I gotta check my schedule. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I'll need
Fuck.
you two to focus on your own duties.
What? But...
I'll need you to lean into your role as our guardian against the Starless.
They're splitting us up,
And
I know.
Ina, I'll need you to look after our new trainees.
Son of a bitch.
Then I'll do it. I'll lead that research team.
Glenn?
I've handed over combat command to Kanui anyway. I've got nothing but time on my hands.
That's what I
I'll
said earlier.
take care of Manon too.
It would be a tremendous help.
Let me know if you get any other volunteers.
Will do. Guess I won't be the only one.
Ina, probably need your help occasionally. I'll be counting on you.
Glenn,
But in the meantime, just handle whatever Crawford needs you to do. You bear the weight of Ark's future on your shoulders now.
That's a lot for her.
yeah. I know.
Are we done here? We'll figure out the details once we get the team together.
Right. We'll decide the particulars of an action plan later.
Poor Aina, man, she's stressing. Damn, time flies. Where are we getting close to now? See, right now I'm really like invested in what's gonna happen next because everything's so open-ended and not mysterious per se, but kind of, you know, trying to figure out how to deal with the Starless and what the hell's gonna happen next. When we were still just exploring the 4 regions, it was the story was a little bit more predictable. Oh, we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go there, then we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go there, you know? And now it's a little bit like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. So it's got me a little bit more hooked in right now. And so far the cutscenes are, well, they're still kind of the same. We just started. Too early to tell if they're still gonna be, you know, going a mile a minute, or if they're actually gonna take their time a little bit more now. I don't know. We get any new, I'm gonna have to start paying attention more to the name of the name of the story quests. Right here, like it says the next steps. I gotta check for when that changes, when we I actually like complete one. Like here, when we finish the progress on one, because that's usually probably when we'll get new mini episodes as in between these. I'll have to keep track of, yeah, I'll have to keep track of that closely. Oh shit, she got a new outfit change.
Aina. And you
Dylan.
too. I'm so glad we finally found you.
Yeah, but you're wearing something different.
So, what's with the outfit?
Crawford gave it to me. And the old one was from Resurgent Arc, so...
Gotcha.
Well, it looks pretty cool, I gotta say. Very stylish. I liked your old outfit better. No, actually, this one's actually really cool. He actually looks like a researcher, like kind of a... It gives her like a scholar vibe, so it fits the role she's going into. It looks good on you.
Huh? You mean it?
Yeah. It does low-key give her that, like, university schoolgirl kind of vibe. I gotta say, I feel like they were kind of going for that a little bit.
But this one's pretty nice too.
Thank you.
Are you free right now? We've got so much to talk about.
I guess we do. But I can't right now. Glenn wants to talk to me about the new research team we're forming.
Oh, right. We volunteered to help out with that too, but he wouldn't let us.
You two have your own duties to attend to, right? It's probably best if you focus on those.
Okay.
Poor Aina.
But Manon,
he misses the old
will
crew.
you be alright by yourself?
Yeah. I guess so.
We're missing our party formation. Sad. Yeah, I thought you liked research. Is it on your mind?
I do. It's not that.
She's also
I'm
sad
just
about
afraid
it.
to face everyone.
Ah, there
What
it
I
is.
did to the people of Helfa was absolutely unpardonable.
This is very
Don't
understandable.
say that. It wasn't your fault. Everyone still considers you a friend.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
if
we do.
that's true, it doesn't change what I did.
It hangs heavy on
I
me.
don't know if I can ever make up for it. Or what to do with all my guilt.
You don't have to do this alone.
I know. But I can't help it.
There you
Not
are,
too bad.
man.
Glenn, I'm sorry. I'll get going.
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn. Is she always like this lately?
I think she's still trying to feel the situation out. Some people still don't trust her, you know?
Of course.
But what about all she's done for Helfa?
I'm not gonna say we need to be with her, but just keep an eye on her. Or us.
Way ahead of you on that one. Look, I have my own feelings on the matter. But I can't deny how much you three have helped. I'll take care of everything. Don't worry.
Change can sometimes be scary and painful at the same time.
Hope she doesn't bottle everything up like she always does. I know Glenn said not to worry, but I think we should check in sometimes. I know you care about her too.
Yeah, of course. What we're seeing a lot of right now. The restructuring of the story is being reflected in the story itself. Change is occurring. It's not gonna be the three of us like it used to be anymore. Things are gonna be different now. Anyway, let's see what Crawford said. I'm glad I didn't even try to read that because that was way too fast. Okay, so Crawford said, "Do you have a minute? We've been getting a lot of Starless reports lately. They're ravaging the whole planet. It's especially bad at Mount Magnus. We're on high alert because it's so close to Central City. I was hoping you might help thin their numbers a bit. Please do what you can." We're just gonna tour around Halpha in the exact same order all over again? But fighting Starless instead of dolls now? Is that the restructuring? Let's just do everything all over again, explore the same 4 regions all over again, but fighting Starless? I doubt it, but I wouldn't put it past them at this point. The quality of storytelling we've seen so far. Version 1, anyway. Fingers crossed it gets better, though, from here on out. I don't know. That scene was nicer. I heard some new music. Felt like the characters actually took their time a little bit more. Talking things out. The plot didn't feel like it was moving insanely fast. It felt like they actually slowed things down a little bit, at least. Alright, we got time for this mission, at least. Nope. Really? Thought I jumped off the platform, but apparently I didn't. Oh, they told me to kill 5 random Starlets here. I gotcha. You guys do it. The NPCs, you know? I want to check something. Okay, but what if you choose? What if you come into the combat zone? You know what? This might be the only way to test this. What if you come in at rank? Whoa. That was a nice last-minute dodge. What if you come in at rank 1 and there's only dolls? I'm guessing the kills won't count, right? Like, the game doesn't explicitly tell you this, but you have to be at a certain rank for Starless to spawn instead of dolls. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Well, like, there's no way they would make it easy to cheese, right? No. I don't know what rank you have to be in, but the game automatically puts you, if you just run in like I did instead of teleporting, the game will automatically put you at the highest rank available for your battle power, I believe. Which is fine. We only have to kill 5 of them anyway, so it shouldn't be that hard. Let's do it. Crawford says, "Thank you. You bought us a little breathing room. By the by, I heard you met with Manon. I'm sorry to have made you worry. She's been hard at work since getting back into action. Just hope she doesn't overdo it." I'd be grateful if you could keep an eye on her too. I mean, how do you expect us to? How do you expect us to do that when you separated us from her? But you know, whatever. What's this mission called? Escalating encounters. Now we gotta go over here. Who's this? Someone that doesn't fully trust her? Maybe?
Honestly, I haven't done anything special. Really.
I mean, why was she so awkward, right?
That was a little much.
Hey!
Oh.
Surprise,
when
motherfucker!
When did you get here?
I apparently still sneak up on you all the time somehow. Who is she?
I guess she's a new recruit. She was having trouble with some dolls, so I helped her out a little. And then she started fawning all over me.
Oh, so she was one of your fans!
He's pulling it!
Listen, we're all lucky to have you, alright? Don't feel bad.
If somehow I can even start to make up for it, I need to do whatever I can. Anyway, I better get going. I need to meet up with a research team member.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Take it easy. That poor girl. The guilt just keeps eating away at her.
Remember our talk about Ina becoming a training instructor? Well, she agreed. She'll be part of our new training corps. This is a first for her, so I'm sure she's nervous. I hope you'll be there for her, if she needs any help. I'm counting on you.
Right on, buddy. Go check it out. New instructor Ina. Head to the task marker location. Nice. These have turned into FF14 quests now. Go here. Go there. Go here. Go there. Not complaining, by the way. It's fine. Just saying, the wording on the quest description is becoming like that. Whereas before it was always, you know, go to the command room. Go to Mount Magnus. Go here. Like, they would name the place. Now they just say, just go to the fucking marker. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, no. The old way was actually more like FF14. Because that one still does always say the location name, not just go to the fucking quest marker. This one is literally just go to where the map tells you. Just fuck off.
Big bullshit.
It's literally what it turned into. It's fine too, it's just funny. The simplicity of it. Go to the quest marker. Oh, I've seen that before. The Tales. Oh, this is the Phonural 2.0. Inspired by the 4 Phony Fiesta being done on Sundays on the Affinia private server for PSO Blueburst by June, Lantis, and friends. I'm just kidding, by the way. That person is just some random. They have nothing to do with that, but they did appear right around that time that you guys started doing that, so I just kind of associated them with that in my mind. The Phonural cosplayer from PSO1 that I've seen running around here. You know? Hey, there she is. She's already teaching people.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hi. Who were they?
Some fresh-faced defenders.
Excellent.
They're going to be my new trainees. I decided to take that position Crawford offered me.
Of course.
And they took the initiative to come say hi before training officially begins. They were talking about what an honor it is to learn from me and stuff. Crazy, huh?
Well, you've kind of earned it. Instructor Aina.
You son of a bitch.
Wait, no. You're making me blush.
Good.
So,
Don't let it get to your head, though.
they were telling me something.
Yeah?
Apparently, we're pretty famous.
You don't say. You know we killed Dark
You,
Falls, right?
me, and Manon.
All of us together? Yeah, that's exactly why.
I guess word's gotten around about our experiences all over Halpha.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're heroes or something.
Oh my god. What?
I mean, it's probably because Crawford's always exaggerating, but still.
I'm gonna say anything till it's over. Okay, I got a moment. The graphical pop in and pop out. There, I saw trees disappear as it was zooming out. And then part of the main structure of the tower in the middle, you know, the central cannon, actually shifted a little bit as the graphics went from high to low resolution and back again. Felt like I was playing a GTA PS. It felt like I was playing a PS2 era GTA game. Grand Theft Auto game. Well, we have to keep everyone's spirits up. I do feel like a hero, actually.
Yeah, I guess we do.
I mean, did you see that rocket
It's
punch?
just a lot of pressure.
I killed Dark Falls.
Especially considering I've just barely been keeping up with you and Manon.
You know, that moment.
I wouldn't even know what to do if people looked up to me.
They already do.
I mean, I'm
though you're short.
really not all that special.
That's not true. Yeah, we couldn't have done all this without you. You're an amazing arc stepper.
Really? I had no idea you felt that way.
You were part of the team, I know you helped.
But
You're blushing
yeah.
more now.
Anyway,
Oh
we
god,
have
that's
to
something
make
just like...
sure that we live up to their expectations of us, right? I'll try to be an instructor worthy of the stories.
You got this, Aina. Don't worry. The way she said, but yeah, anyway, I had a flashback to my last relationship because my ex would do that. Whenever I would make her blush, same thing. She'd be like, but yeah, anyway, like, you know, that whole thing. It was just kind of funny. I had an actual flashback, it was word for word. Who's this? How do you pronounce this? Quilla? Quilla. Say Quilla. Quilla says, can you hear me? You're that legendary guardian, right? Yeah, I seem to have re-earned my old title from PSO2 Classic, yeah. It's me. The next generation Leon is following in the footsteps of the past generation Leon. Quilla says, I'm Quilla. I've got a request for you. I'm near the entrance to Retem City. Could you stop by and see me? Okay, that's the next main story. Talk to Quilla. Right on. Well, that seems like a good stopping point. I remember I did say I was actually going to wrap up after that last mission, too. I don't see any more mini episodes, so I think we'll stop here. Yeah. If I didn't have too many other things to do, I would probably just keep going the next half hour to, like, my wind down routine time, but I think I'll stop here. Give myself a little extra buffer. Still have some things I'm doing. IRL errands I gotta take care of, so... Our next stop will be Retem City, though. Great stopping point right here in Central City. We'll stay the night here, And then tomorrow we go to Retem. Alright. Like, plan is set then. What's that? Oh, right, I saw that when I went to go see the Crawford's announcement on the monitor. It's a Prezi with the Rappy on it. Jesus, that shit is loud. Probably because I have the video volume set to 100. I did that specifically so that when like the credits or special scenes would play, that would count as like videos, where it's pre-rendered essentially. Here, in-game video volume. So that pre-rendered videos like that would actually play at proper volume and we wouldn't miss anything. I've had that setting that way since PSO2 Classic. Anyway, like I said, I'm leaving it here for now, so enjoy the beautiful sunset with Lucille in the background and the New Year's, Fanny's New Year's little decorations. Good stuff. But yeah. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across Twitch, YouTube, and any other platform that you catch me on. And as always, please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Don't die. All that good stuff. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I'll see you all then. Peace.
Whew.